Hey you, so in this video, potential coins of interest or coins of interest, hot or not new releases, I'm going to be going over a few of the coins that individuals have brought to my attention. I have seen a couple of them myself and just give my thoughts on it. It's going to be nothing negative, as I've mentioned, from myself regarding the coins. It's down to individuals to leave in the comments whether they find them hot or not, but I'll just speak on the positives that I've seen within these coins. So getting straight into it is going to be this first coin here that I'm showing an image of, and what is this now? I believe it's the 2018 Republic of Chad 1 ounce gold and silver Mandela Lion. Now this is a stunning coin. I'm also going to be showing another coin from the guys that produced this one, I believe so. This is a coin that's been out for some time now. It's sold out at a few venues that done a semi-decent price. Of course, the most attractive highlight selling point to this coin was that it had the new, which Smart Mints are taking attention to, low mintage of 100. You can see inside there, I do really love the design. I don't know, it's like you could call it some type of a tribal pattern that they've actually made the lion's head out of. And as I was just mentioning, they've gone with the low mintage of 100 for the gold, which is very, very good. I mean, in the current climate, when you have, you know, certain other gold coins that I'll be sharing with a much higher mintage, I think this is the new low and the new good. It helps, and you know, we can run into issues with that at a later date. But currently, I think the design on this coin, starting on the design points that I like, is very good. I think the image of the lion is fantastic. Easily, I could have seen the guys from Rwanda pulling something like this out. It's got one of those new striking designs. The only thing I'm not too keen on is how plain the rest of the fields are. It's like they just put a stunning design of a lion on there and left that at that. Asking me, they could have done, I don't know, sunburst or some type of radial lines or something that would have really highlighted this coin, but that's taking nothing away from it. I just do think the outer fields outside the lion are very plain. But other than that, I think it's a stunning design. I'd easily give this a 10 out of 10 for design. The mintage on the gold, as just mentioned, 100, fantastic. Fantastic. And on the silver, which they also have, has a mintage of 15,000, which once again is fantastic. Couple of issues I would say is dropping it now, and that wouldn't be the first big issue. The second big issue would be who got the exclusive, and that's going to be APMEX, as we all know. Easily, if this coin here would have dropped, say 12 months ago, time of releasing this, even 16 months ago, it would have flew off the shelves, especially with the silver mintage. I believe now that these coins are actually made by Scottsdale Mint. And if I haven't put it out there before, Scottsdale Mint are hands down my favorite private mint. You know, I love a lot of the designs they do. They do some stunning designs, from the gorillas to the tridents to the bloody fishes. They've got a lot of stunning designs out. The leopards they've done. I don't think there's a lot of, there ain't many Scottsdale designs that they do bad, and I think a lot of the major mints can learn a lot from them, because being a private mint, they have relatively low mintages on some of their coins, but they've got some good series out, and I'm going to be going over a few, so it's no surprise that it's a stunning looking coin. APMEX got the exclusive. As I was just mentioning, it dropping, I would say easily 12 months ago would have flew off the shelf, especially with those low numbers. Even it being a exclusive to APMEX, it would have easily flew off the shelf. But I don't think that's going to stop it from doing well, because as I've mentioned in other videos, it being the first, it's going to really help carry it. You know, it's going to be an annual thing, so they're going to be bringing out a new design yearly. So even in these slow moving times, I believe the majority of the golds have sold out. It's as time goes on, and this being a very good striking design, you can't go wrong by picking up this coin. Even the silver, I believe, also. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how it plays out. But the biggest holdup is going to be what APMEX choose to do. I believe currently their marketing is very clever, because I've seen a lot of dealers with the gold and the silver, so they didn't do the usual APMEX hogging experience. You know, they only had 100, so I don't know whether that was their game. But you know, some dealers now I think a lot of the European dealers are finding out, even some of the dealers I used to deal with, Gold Silver B done a great price on this coin, but a lot of the dealers see 100 and think they can do what they done with the Rwandan releases and hike prices up, so they still have some of them, so they're going to learn the hard way. But I have no doubt, especially with APMEX having their claws in it from the get-go, APMEX are infamous for, you know, sell 2, you know, sold out, and then 5 will pop up, easily marked up by 25% and the likes of. So that was my only you know, hesitation towards jumping in on these, because you know what you're getting. It's not like will they, it's you know, how long till they perform the clothesline, and that's what you're getting. But it hasn't taken off as fast as they would have liked, which can be a good thing and work in the individual's favor in the long run. But I think it's definitely a hot series, you know, and if Scottsdale's going to be in charge, I'm not 100%, but I'd easily say 90% sure Scottsdale are producing these, then you can expect some real nice designs, because I've seen a lot of the Scottsdale stuff, and you know, there's hardly none that I dislike. So, but it's going to be very interesting. But I think it's definitely one of an individuals looking for a good series, and especially waiting on things when things do heat up. Definitely want to get into the silver and the gold are both winners. Technically low key, not from the big bad boys, but we've seen with the Rwandan series, although they did have a strong wildlife series out there, it doesn't need to come from the big bad mints, you know, the Perth Mint or the Royal Mint, to be a stunning series, as I'm going to show from the next coin. So that's going to be this coin here. I'd say most definitely hot. You know, it's not too late. I may grab one, I may not. The price seems to be fairly decent at the moment of a mintage of 100. I mean, it ticks those boxes for me personally, so we'll just have to see how that one plays out. So that's going to be that coin there. And if I get the second coin up, if I can get this to play ball, it's going to be this coin. Now, I knew absolutely nothing about this coin. The individuals brought this to my attention, and this is the Royal Arms of England series. Now, once again, as the theme goes, this is a Scottsdale exclusive again as well, and minted by Scottsdale, so I don't believe no dealer has the exclusive rights to, you know, sell the whole bulk of them. I don't know what it is, but this looks like a stunning design. You know, I believe it's the 3 lines that they're doing on their first release. Now with this, I understand they've gone with a rather complex lineup. So I believe it's going to be a hit and miss for some individuals, because they've gone heavily on the colorized coins. And I believe this is their reverse black proof. So it's got, I think these colors do blend nicely. But I believe on this coin here, they only have 99, so they've gone with, once again, Scottsdale are really being smart and taking and listening on in the background as what's a good mintage for the current climate. And on this one here, I believe it's 99 gold coins. Now the other silver ones, which are 2-tone, so they're going to be colorized. I think they've got 4 colors, yellow, purple, red and blue, I believe, have a mintage of 500. And so I don't know who's going to get access to these gold ones, but each dealer is going to have whatever they have. And I believe they also do a gold lineup, also 599 coins. I'm not sure what the color range is. If I'm not mistaken, they also had a non-colorized version, but because the lineup's so complex and so many different colors, I'd say personally that's the only thing that held them back. But if you're looking for something just as nice outside of the Queen's B series with, you know, coats of arms from the UK, then this is definitely it. I mean, it's got a stunning design. I really do like this. Once again, coming from Scottsdale, there hasn't been a lot of Scottsdale coins that I've invested in, but I have liked them. You know, just for my own personal likes, they haven't gone on to do fantastic things, but that could easily change with both of these series here, depending on how things work out. But this also is going to be a yearly release, so they'll be doing coats of arms. I don't know what they've got lined up, but the 3 lines is a very, very strong one. This is what they've got here, so you're getting what you're getting. I haven't got the back sides of either of these coins, but this is also done by Scottsdale. They've got the gold here that I'm showing on a mintage of 100. I'm not sure if these are currently out, but you know, prices seem to be the same on both of the coins that I've just recently shown here. So if I could comfortably come across them and pick one up, and you know, things are right at the right time, I might more than likely do that. But I really like what they've done here. I think it's a stunning design. You know, it's very smart of them going with the 3 lines first. It's a no-brainer really, and it's another long-term series that Scottsdale, if it can take off, well done. So I personally think it's a hot design and a hot coin, but it's going to be very interesting to see how that one pans out. So I'll get on to the third coin, which I'm surprised I'm getting a lot of queries about and what I think about, and it's going to be the gold emu. With this piece here, it's going to be just like the Dragon Phoenix, the Tiger Dragon, and the Swans. It's just the current hot lineup from one of the biggest and the baddest Perth Mint that's come out in gold. I view these all now personally the same. If you can afford to get one or some, definitely by all means grab one. I grabbed the Swans. They're I think still personally out of all of them, the Swans and Dragon Phoenix are still good. They've got a Tiger Dragon now that can also be good. Whether I feel like their game's going to do fantastic things because it's become, you know, the average run now. Perth brings out a new release. They'll bring out the gold counterpart. 5k mintage, I believe. I personally can't see any of them shooting up in price, but they are the first, so anything's possible. That's just my own personal opinion, but it's a nice piece. I feel like if Perth can, I don't know, it just could be me being, you know, Umish here. Feel like they would do better if they brought back some of the older kookaburras in gold. You know, some of the stronger designs as well. I feel like that would be a better play for them. But with all these mints, sometimes it goes through my mind what's going on in marketing when they come up with these ideas. And, you know, because there's things they could do that would, in the current climate, work wonders for them. Then there's things that they do that just leave me scratching my head. Not that all of these are bad, but from the first 5k gold coin they released, and they're all handsomely priced. So that's another benefit. You can get all of them. None of them have gone up in steeply in price. As spots dropped, they've dropped. So it's mainly a case of if you have the silvers and you love it, grab the gold. There's no big demand here. I just don't feel like they can shoot up in price, especially for the price point. You'd be better off just grabbing a normal ounce of gold or breaking it down. Whereas with the silvers, as you're paying a much lower price point, if they take off, you're definitely going to see some gains there. So I think, personally, if Perth did ever hear this, they'd need to change their marketing strategy when it comes to the golds, because just doing the same design in 5k is great for them. But for individuals like myself, cowboy flippers, you know, collectors, I personally can't see a lot happening, but anything's possible. You know, 2 years from now, the gold emu may be all the rage, or the gold tiger dragon. But I feel like if they done something different, not bloody high relief and just milk the 2 ounce and 1 ounce high relief, they done something absolutely different and unique. If anything, they'd need to catch up on these lower mintages or something like that, or just do something different, you know, a kookaburra or whatever. I feel like they'd get better success, but no one's saying that these are doing bad. They're selling, and, you know, dealers ain't hiking up their prices because they're doing what they're doing. But I'm gonna lock it off with these 3. I believe all the 3 I've shown in gold have a silver counterpart, but I was just focusing on the golds here. But I think all 3 are hot. You know, with the emu, it joins the line of all the other 5k gold coins. I've done a separate video on those, and, you know, I think it was the Swans I jumped on board with, wanted to see what would happen. And I've seen what's happened. They've done pretty decent. But in terms of going up in price and, you know, anything, I easily gave it a 4 to 5 year before we see anything, and it's looking like that. So we'll see how that plays out. The Royal Arms of England, if I can get a quick glimpse of that again, I think it's a stunning series. Most definitely something to be looking out for. The bulk in silver is going to be colorized, so it's not but then again, it can be one of those series the individual will look past that because it's just a stunning series. So definitely going to see how that one plays out. And the Mandela Lion has been out for some time now, and a few individuals have asked me my thoughts on this. So once again, I just feel like the only negative I would say is that the outer fields are rather plain, you know, but, you know, it is what it is. It's a stunning design outside of there, especially when you really look at the intricate details. But hey, all love it, guys. It'll be fantastic to know what you think of these new designs. Do you find them hot or not? Is there any coins that have recently come out and been out for a short period of time that you feel are going to do great as time moves on? So it'll be fantastic to hear your thoughts in the comments. So hey, all love it, guys. Go ahead and let me know what you think of this. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll catch you guys on the rebound.